So, Liam Fox, thank you so much for joining us today. First of all, what are your thoughts on the Gaza ceasefire? Are you optimistic that this can create some kind of lasting peace in the region?
Well, the ceasefire is obviously fragile. There will be people on both sides some people who will not want it to succeed, but I think that the vast majority see this as a real opportunity to pave the way for a meaningful peace process. And I think that the comments by the American Vice President, I think, represent the views of many that this is the best and indeed possibly the only chance that we have of getting such a meaningful process underway.
You were in opposition in British Parliament when Tony Blair was Prime Minister, and now he's being touted for some kind of leadership role in the post-war governance of Gaza. Do you think that he is the right person, or do you think he's fit for this job?
Well, Tony Blair is a very capable statesman. He's very experienced. He knows the region extremely well, and he will know the leaders in the region personally. So I think that obviously he's one of a number of extremely capable people who could fulfill meaningful roles in the process as we move forward.
Last year, the UK placed a partial arms embargo on Israel. Do you think this was in any way just?
I think that there has been a tendency in the UK for gesture politics, including the recognition of a Palestinian state. I think that these are not helpful in the process. And I think that what is required is for all governments to enter and support a meaningful and lasting process. And I think that playing to the gallery in domestic politics is not the most useful contribution that they can make.
So then what do you think would be the best way forwards?
I think that lending support to the process, encouraging everybody to move forward, to show that there is an international element that wants to see peace in the region. And peace in the region is not just for those who live there, but prosperity, stability, security in the region has a knock-on effect everywhere else. So success in the Middle East in those areas will provide success elsewhere, not least the removing the terrorist threat or diminishing the terrorist threat or diminishing the risk that our armed forces would be drawn into conflict that we've seen in the past. There's a big prize to be achieved in this, and I think that we are at a pivotal moment in the Middle East, a chance to genuinely change the direction for the region and to offer the next generation opportunities and hope that they have been too long denied.
So now that the war has been paused, Israel will be looking to expand its diplomatic relations with its neighbours and other Muslim-majority countries. You are the chair of the Abraham Accords Prosperity Group UK. What kind of role do you think that the UK will have in creating more relations between Israel and the Arab and Muslim world?
Well, the Abraham Accords clearly has laid the foundations for a different Middle East, where increased economic interdependence leads to greater security and stability. I think that what is needed is a bottom-up strategy to complement the top-down strategy. That's what the Abraham Accords Prosperity Group is there to do. We're there to ensure that while the statesmen and the diplomats and the politicians talk statecraft at one level, that we're there to offer opportunity to young people right across the region, and perhaps even more than just opportunity, to create a Middle East that's built on interdependency, because I think that's one of the ways in which you create stability for the future, so that if we're able to invest in the economic future of young people, irrespective of their nationality or ethnicity or religion or gender, and we're able to build financial arrangements that bring them together, then I think you genuinely get a chance of shaping the next generation in a very different way. And I think that what we can do is to bring our expertise in sectors that matter, in the service sector, for example, to be extending franchises, to be investing in startups and scale-ups. Let's bring not just government, but let's bring the private sector with us. Let's bring the expertise, the help, the mentoring that we can bring to young people, and let's, from not just the United Kingdom, but from all the friends that the region has who want to see it prosper, let them all bring the best of their own countries. And I'm not just talking about governmental levels, but let's bring our NGOs, let's bring our financial services expertise to the region to help build a secure and stable future.
And what do you think the Middle East will actually look like in around 10 years' time?
Well, I think this is a very key question, because I think we need to be thinking in long timescales. And one of the reasons that a lot of well-meaning initiatives have failed is that they've been too short-term. Very often they have been framed in the political timescales of Western political governments. What can we deliver in 3 years? What can we deliver in 4 years before our next election? And I think we need to think very differently. We need to think in 10 and 20-year cycles here. There is no doubt that even when you put the governmental structures in place, even when you put the economic structures in place, there is still a change in mindset that needs to happen. That can only come by giving a whole generation hope, opportunity, and dignity. I think they are three prerequisites to trust. And then we, over time, we need to, if we're successful, you can have a Middle East that moves from tolerance through peaceful coexistence into mutual respect. That's what I think we all have to be aiming for.
That's what happened.